Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Go, go, go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the 31, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Still shedding tackles. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. Second and 9 now. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Saquon Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Sanders able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And it's a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Go. Check it out.
But first down, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. Sanders has the first down and much more. Sanders shaking and baking. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with 75 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The throw over the middle, taken in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Giants.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. Open space inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.